Have you ever wondered why people are so obsessed with gold? For thousands of years, it's been the ultimate symbol of wealth, a safe haven in times of crisis. But what if I told you that in the digital age, a new kind of gold is emerging, one that could potentially redefine what we consider valuable? And no, I'm not talking about some tech stock or a new cryptocurrency you've never heard of. I'm talking about the original, the one that started it all, Bitcoin. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Bitcoin, that volatile digital thing that seems to go up and down like a roller coaster. How can you possibly compare that to the solid, tangible reality of a gold bar? It's a fair question, and for a long time, the financial world scoffed at the very idea. But lately, something has shifted. Big institutions, legendary investors, and even entire countries are starting to look at Bitcoin in a completely different light. They're not just seeing it as a speculative asset anymore. They're seeing it as digital gold. So, what's the secret? What makes Bitcoin so similar to gold, and in some ways, even better? To understand this, we need to go back to the basics of what makes gold valuable in the first place. It's not just because it's shiny. Gold is valuable because it's scarce. There's only a finite amount of it on Earth. You can't just print more of it whenever a government wants to. It's durable, it's divisible, it's portable, and it's universally recognized. These properties have made it the ultimate store of value for centuries. Now, let's look at Bitcoin first. Scarcity. This is where it gets really interesting. The code of Bitcoin is written so that there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin in existence, ever. That's it. We know the exact number, unlike gold, where we can only estimate how much is left in the ground. This programmed scarcity is what economists call sound money. It can't be inflated away by a central bank printing more currency, which devalues your savings. Your slice of the Bitcoin pie can never be diluted. Next up, durability. A physical gold bar can be stolen or lost. It can be confiscated. Bitcoin, on the other hand, exists on a global, decentralized network of computers. As long as the internet exists, your Bitcoin exists. It can't be destroyed. It's stored in your digital wallet, protected by a private key that only you control. This gives you true ownership, something that's becoming increasingly rare in our modern financial system. What about divisibility? Trying to buy a coffee with a tiny flake of gold is pretty impractical, right? But you can divide a Bitcoin into 100 million smaller units called Satoshis. This makes it incredibly easy to use for transactions of any size, from buying a house to, yes, buying a coffee. It's perfectly divisible for the digital world. And portability. Imagine trying to move $1 million worth of gold across a border. It's a logistical nightmare. It's heavy, requires security, and you'd have to declare it $1 million worth of Bitcoin. You can store it on a tiny USB drive the size of your thumb, or even just memorize a 12-word seed phrase. You can cross any border in the world with $1 billion in your head. That is a revolutionary level of portability. But here's the most powerful comparison: decentralization. No single person, company, or government controls gold. Its value is determined by the free market. The same is true for Bitcoin. There's no CEO of Bitcoin, there's no headquarters. It's run by a network of participants all over the world, following a set of rules baked into the code. This makes it resistant to censorship and control. No one can freeze your Bitcoin account or stop you from sending it to someone else. It's a truly global, permissionless financial network. Think about the world we live in today. We're seeing rising inflation, geopolitical instability, and a growing distrust in traditional financial institutions. People are looking for a way to protect their wealth, a place to store their savings that can't be devalued or seized. For centuries, that answer was gold. But gold has its limitations in a world that is becoming more digital by the second. Bitcoin takes the best properties of gold's scarcity, durability, and a store of value and upgrades them for the 21st century. It's like gold 2.0. It's programmable. It's easily transferable over the internet, and it offers a level of personal sovereignty that is unparalleled. This isn't just a theory anymore. We're seeing it play out in real time. Major companies like MicroStrategy and Tesla have added Bitcoin to their balance sheets as a reserve asset, treating it like digital gold to hedge against inflation. Legendary investors like Paul Tudor Jones and Stanley Druckenmiller, who made their fortunes in traditional markets, have publicly endorsed Bitcoin as a store of value. They see the writing on the wall. When the smartest money in the room starts moving into a new asset class, it's time to pay attention. The secret that the financial elite is starting to grasp is this. In a future that is undeniably digital, the ultimate store of value will also need to be digital. The network effect of Bitcoin is growing every single day. More users, more developers, and more investment are flowing into the ecosystem, making it stronger, more secure, and more valuable. It's becoming the Internet of money. Now it's crucial to understand that this doesn't mean you should sell all your possessions and put everything into Bitcoin tomorrow. Like any investment, it has risks, and its price is still volatile. But the comparison to gold isn't about short-term price swings. It's about a long-term fundamental shift in how we perceive and store value. Gold took thousands of years to establish its role. Bitcoin is doing it in just over a decade, moving at the speed of the Internet. The younger generations, who grew up online, intuitively understand digital scarcity. To them, owning a digital asset is as natural as owning a physical one. As wealth transfers from older generations to younger ones, where do you think that capital will flow? To the assets they understand and trust. For many, that asset is Bitcoin. So, the next time you hear someone dismiss Bitcoin as magic internet money, remember the fundamental properties that give it value. Remember its absolute scarcity, its digital durability, its perfect divisibility, and its unparalleled portability. Remember that it's a decentralized network that no one controls. It's not just a speculative bet, it's a profound technological innovation with the potential to become the primary store of value for the digital age. It's the evolution of gold. The world is changing, and the way we think about money needs to change with it. The idea of Bitcoin as digital gold is no longer a fringe concept. It's becoming a mainstream financial reality. Ignoring it would be like ignoring the rise of the Internet in the late 90s. The opportunity is right in front of us. And this is where you come in. This isn't just a video, it's the start of a movement. If you believe in a future where individuals have control over their own wealth, a future with a fair and transparent financial system, then this message needs to be heard. The most powerful thing you can do right now is not to just watch, but to participate. Here's my challenge to you. Let's get this video to 1 million views. The only way we can do that is if you share it. Send this video to 5 friends or family members who are skeptical about Bitcoin. Post it on your social media with the hashtag #digitalgold. Don't just like the video, share it. Every share is a vote for financial freedom. Every share helps educate someone new. Let's spark a global conversation. The revolution won't be televised, it will be shared. Thank you for watching.